Episode 28. Google AI co-scientist cracks code in 2 days.
The AI6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
I read a Forbes article last week and it stopped me in my AI tracks. Google revealed that its groundbreaking AI co-scientist designed to accelerate scientific breakthroughs did something groundbreaking. In an early test, the system solved a scientific puzzle in just 2 days, something that had baffled researchers for over a decade. Hello and welcome to the AI6 podcast. I'm Joanne Sweeney, and I help you learn and keep up to date with AI in just 6 minutes a day. In today's episode, I'm discussing Google's AI co-scientist. Now, we know that AI technology is effectively supercomputers that can think, reason, produce ideas, and solve problems equal to or faster than humans. Well, Google might have trumped itself. The AI co-scientist is built on Google's Gemini 2.0 and is designed to assist researchers in the following ways: by generating novel hypotheses, by providing detailed research overviews, and by suggesting experimental protocols. Now, Google is fervent in saying that this tool is not meant to replace human scientists or their work, but in fact, its role is to collaborate with science, enhancing the speed and efficiency of scientific discovery. Hence, it's called co-scientist. So the big question is, will this revolutionize science?
This AI system isn't designed to replace scientists.
Gotcha.
It's designed to work with them.
So collaboration.
Precisely. So think of it as a scientist-in-the-loop system.
Okay.
Human scientists are involved at every stage of the process.
Okay.
They provide feedback. They help to refine those research goals.
Right.
And they ultimately decide which of the AI's hypotheses are actually worth pursuing in the lab.
So the AI isn't making those decisions on its own.
No.
It's more like...
It's offering up new ideas, new insights.
Okay, like a brainstorming partner or...
That's a great way to think about it.
Now, let's go back to that code that it cracked. What did it discover? Well, Imperial College London scientists have spent the past decade studying superbugs that resist antibiotics, uncovering how certain bacteria contribute to antibiotic-resistant infections, because this is a growing global health crisis. Given its collaboration with the Fleming Initiative, which focuses on controlling antimicrobial resistance, Google invited the ICL team to test how its AI co-scientist would approach the same challenge. And guess what? Well, according to Jose Pandez, a professor with Imperial's Department of Infectious Disease, quote, "When the Google research team approached us to test its AI platform, we realized we needed to task it with the same scientific questions that we had already explored ourselves and used as the basis of our experimental work. This effectively meant that the algorithm was able to look at the available evidence, analyze the possibilities, ask questions, design experiments, and propose the very same hypothesis that we arrived at through years of painstaking scientific research, but in a fraction of the time, a matter of days specifically." End quote. So we are living through a time where we are witnessing the speeding up of science. According to Tiago Dias da Costa, who co-led the experimental work from Imperial's Department of Life Sciences and the Fleming Initiative, he says, quote, "What our findings show is that AI has the potential to synthesize all the available evidence and direct us to the most important questions and experimental designs. If the system works as well as we hope it could, this could be game-changing, ruling out dead ends and effectively enabling us to progress at an extraordinary pace." End quote. I really recommend you read more about Google AI co-scientist. I have linked it in the blog post associated with this podcast at publicsectormarketingpros.com. So my friends, AI and AI-led companies are really working towards having a human impact. And I really like the collaborative approach that Google AI co-scientist is offering. I think we need to see more of that.
The AI6 Podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
Well, that's it for today's episode of the AI6 Podcast. If you want to stay ahead in AI marketing, then why not check out my professional diploma in AI for marketers, or you can hire me to deliver an in-company workshop. Use the code AI610 for an exclusive podcast discount. The AI6 Podcast for marketers embracing the AI age. I'm Joanne Sweeney. I'll talk to you on the next episode.